In the last lecture, we started the topic halogen derivatives, and in that we completed the classification of the halogen derivative and the classification of the monohalogen derivative. Now, in this lecture, we will start with the nomenclature of the halogen derivative. In the 11th standard, you studied that there are two types of the nomenclature. First is the common name system. First is the common name system. Common name system, and second is the IUPAC name system. IUPAC system. What is the full form of IUPAC? International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. First is common name system. So we start with the common name system. In the common name system, halogen derivatives are named as alkyl halide. Means alkyl group present in that compound is followed by the halide group in that compound. For example, here I take one example. CH3Br. Here the alkyl group is the methyl and halogen attached is the bromine. So the name of this compound is methyl bromide. Methyl bromide. Here the parent carbon atom or the parent group is the methane. Alkane group is methane. One hydrogen of this methane is replaced by the bromine, and so this group is called as the methyl group, and this bromine is attached to this. So the name of this compound is methyl bromide. Here I take the another example. C2H5Cl. C2H5 means we can name is as CH3CH2Cl. What is the name of this compound? Here the alkyl group is the ethyl and the halogen attached is chlorine. So the name of this compound is ethyl chloride. Ethyl chloride. But this is in the case of compound when the number of carbon atoms present in that compounds are 3 or less than 3. When the number of carbon atoms are more than 3 or 3, we have to use the prefixes like N, iso, secondary, tertiary and neo. This is also very important point for your competitive exam. So you have to understand when you have to use the prefix N, iso, secondary, neo. So here we take the use of these prefixes. So our next point is use of prefixes. Use of prefixes. N, iso, secondary, tertiary and neo. First of all, we see the use of prefix N. When the prefix N is used in any halogen derivative, prefix N. The main required condition for to use the prefix N is there must be a continuous carbon chain. There must be continuous carbon straight chain. Means there is no branching in that chain. Continuous carbon straight chain and second condition is that this carbon chain have at least 3 carbon atoms. At least 3 carbons. At least 3 carbons. Means what? This chain contains at least 3 carbon. Means 3 carbon or more than 3 carbon. There must be continuous carbon straight chain. Means when you have to use prefix N, you have a straight chain compound and the number of carbon atoms are 3 or more than 3. Here I take the example CH3, CH2, 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 Br. Here, this compound is a straight chain compound. There is no branching in this compound, and the number of carbon atoms are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, we can use prefix N here. So, the name of this compound is, what is the common name of this compound? The parent alkane group is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, the parent alkane group is butane, and one hydrogen is replaced by bromine. So the name of this alkyl group is butyl, and here halogen is bromine. So butyl bromide, and this is a straight chain compound. So we can name it as a N-butyl bromide. So this is in the case of prefix N. Here we take the example. When to use prefix iso. Use of prefix iso. Use of prefix iso. Prefix iso is used when one methyl branching in second last carbon of that compound. Second last carbon of that compound. And second condition for the use of prefix iso is, generally we use the prefix iso when the halogen atom is attached to the primary carbon atom of that compound. This is not the necessary condition, but in most of the cases the halogen attached to the secondary carbon. So the next condition is halogen atom is attached to primary carbon. This is not a necessary condition, because in case of a isopropyl bromide, the bromine is attached to the secondary carbon. So this is, in most of the cases, halogen is attached to the primary carbon, but in case of isopropyl bromide, the halogen is attached, or isopropyl compound, the halogen is attached to the secondary carbon of that compound. Here I take some examples of iso. CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, Br. Here, this methyl group is attached to the second last carbon of this compound. The total number of the carbon atoms are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the butyl, and this group, the bromine is attached here. So the name of this compound is isobutyl bromide. Butyl bromide. So this is in the case of iso. Now we have to use the prefixes secondary and tertiary. When to use the prefix secondary and the prefix tertiary? Here I take prefix secondary. Similarly here I take prefix tertiary. Here the prefix secondary is used in a halogen derivative when the halogen atom is attached to the secondary carbon of that compound. In the last lecture, you studied that there are 4 types of carbon you have to deal in the organic chemistry. The types of the carbons are primary, secondary, tertiary, and the quaternary. When one carbon is attached to another carbon, then the type of that carbon is primary carbon. When any carbon is attached to two other carbons, then this type of carbon is called secondary carbon. When the carbon is attached to three more carbons, then the type of this carbon is known as tertiary carbon. And when the carbon is attached to four carbons, then that type of carbon is known as quaternary carbon. Here in this case, when you have to prefix secondary, the halogen atom must be attached to your secondary carbon atom. The most required condition is that halogen is attached to secondary carbon atom. Similarly, when in the use of prefix tertiary, the halogen must be attached to tertiary carbon atom. Here we take some examples. Example of the prefix secondary. When to use prefix secondary? CH3, CH, Br, CH3. Here, this carbon is a secondary carbon atom. This carbon is secondary carbon atom because this is attached with two more carbon atoms, and this bromine is attached to this secondary carbon, directly attached to this secondary carbon atom. So the name of this compound is secondary. Number of carbon atoms are 1, 2 and 3. Secondary propyl bromide. Here we can also use the prefix iso because this methyl group is attached to this second last carbon of this chain. So here we can use the prefix iso. So the another name of this compound is isopropyl bromide. Here in the use of prefix tertiary, here I take the example CH3, C, CH3, CH3, Br. Here this carbon is attached to three more carbon atoms, so this is tertiary carbon atom, and this bromine group is directly attached to this carbon. So we can use the prefix tertiary here. The number of carbon atoms are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is tertiary butyl bromide. Tertiary butyl bromide. So here we use the prefixes like secondary and tertiary. And last and most important is the use of prefix neo. When to use prefix neo? Use of prefix neo. Prefix neo. The main important condition for to use the prefix neo is that the compound must contain quaternary carbon atom. Quaternary carbon atom means what? This carbon atom is attached to four more carbon atoms, and halogen is attached to primary carbon atom. Halogen is attached to primary carbon atom. The two required conditions for to use prefix neo are: the compound must contain quaternary carbon atom and halogen is attached to primary carbon atom. Halogen is attached to primary carbon atom. Here I take example CH3, C, CH3, CH3, CH2, Cl. Here, in this compound, this carbon is quaternary carbon atom because this is attached to 4 more carbon atoms, and this chlorine or our halogen is attached to the primary carbon. This is primary carbon atom, and this halogen is attached to primary carbon atom. So here we can use the prefix neo. So the name of this compound is, count the number of carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the pentyl group, and this chlorine is attached to this. So the name of this compound is neo pentyl chloride. So the name of this compound is that neo pentyl chloride. So here we completed the use of prefixes n, iso, secondary, tertiary and neo. I hope you have cleared that. So here our common name system is completed, and the next part of our nomenclature is the IUPAC name system. IUPAC system or IUPAC name system. What is the full form of IUPAC? International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. In the 11th standard, you studied that there are some certain rules. While we name any compound, we have to follow these rules to give the IUPAC name of this compound. Here, I revise these rules shortly, and then we take some examples. First rule of the IUPAC system for the nomenclature of the halogen derivative is you have to select longest continuous carbon chain. Longest continuous carbon chain. Second rule is that give the numbers to that carbon of that compound. Give the numbers to the carbon atoms. Give the numbers to the carbon atoms such that carbon to which halogen is attached should have lowest number. First rule is that select the longest continuous carbon chain, and second is that give the numbers to the carbon atoms such that carbon to which halogen is attached should have lowest number. Means number to the carbon atom to which halogen is attached have low number. And the third is that give the proper numbers to the substituents if any attached to that chain. Here we take some examples. First example is CH3Cl. In IUPAC name system, the monohalogen derivative of halogen derivatives are named as a haloalkanes. Haloalkanes means halogen group is followed by the alkane group. Here the halogen is chlorine, so the name of this compound is chloromethane. Here only one carbon atom is present, so you don't have to select the longest continuous chain. Another example is CH3, CH2, Br. Here only two carbon atoms are present, so bromine is attached to this carbon atom. So while numbering we take this one and this as a 2, or here is no need, here there is no need of numbering because there are only 2 carbon atoms are present. So the name of this compound is bromoethane. While you give the name to the compound, you must write the first letter of that compound as a capital letter. Let's take some another examples. CH3, CHI, CH3. Here this iodine atom is attached to the second carbon of that compound. Here we give the numbers to that chain 1, 2, 3. So the name of this compound is 2-iodo, and the continuous carbon chain is of a propane. So the name of this compound is 2-iodo. 2-iodopropane. 2-iodopropane. Next example is CH3, CH2, CH3, CH2 and iodine. Iodine is attached to this first carbon atom. So what is the name of this compound? While numbering to this carbon chain, you have to take first number. You have to give the first number to this carbon atom because halogen here get lower number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a continuous carbon chain of a butane, and methyl group is attached to the second carbon of that group. So the name of this compound is 1-iodo, 2-methyl, 2-methyl butane. Name of this compound is 1-iodo, 2-methyl butane. Here I take another example. CH2, Cl2, CH2Cl2. Here 2 hydrogen atom of this methane group are replaced by the chlorine. So what is the common name of this compound? What is the common name of this compound? Methylene dichloride. And what is the IUPAC? Here two chlorine groups are attached or replaced in that methane group by the chlorine. So the name of this compound is dichloromethane. So this is in the case of methane. Let's take some few examples. Other few examples. CH3, CH3, and here bromine. Select the longest continuous carbon chain 1, 2 and 3. Here 1 bromine and 1 methyl group is attached to the second carbon of that chain. So the name of this compound is 2-bromo, 2-methyl propane. What What is the common name of this compound? This carbon is a tertiary carbon and bromine is directly attached to this carbon. So the common name of this compound is tertiary butyl bromide. Here I take another example. CH3, C, CH3, CH3, CH2, Cl. Select the longest continuous carbon chain 1, 2 and 3, or if we can count from here 1, 2 and 3. But here the chlorine gets the lowest number, so we count from here 1, 2 and 3. So the name of this compound is here two methyl groups are attached to this carbon atom and one chlorine is attached to the first carbon. So the name of this compound is 1-chloro. Two methyl groups are attached to second carbon. So 2,2, 1-chloro, 2,2 dimethyl. 1-chloro, 2,2 dimethyl propane, because there are 3 carbons in the parent chain. So in this lecture we cover the common name system and the IUPAC name system of the halogen derivative. So little part of the IUPAC name system, that is the nomenclature of the aryl derivatives or aryl halides is remaining. We will continue this in the next lecture. So this is for today.